As the 2012 presidential election draws closer, a top Democratic congressman is suing the Federal Election Commission to bring more transparency in political donations. Representative Chris Van Hollen of Maryland has filed a lawsuit against the FEC to disclose the names of donors to political campaigns, drawing on an existing law as justification.
There's a big problem with the role of undisclosed money in American politics, where wealthy interests, corporations, wealthy individuals put money into what is essentially a front group, which spends that money, and we're talking about tens of millions of dollars.
In a statement, Congressman Van Hollen said that the lawsuit, quote, seeks to restore the statutory requirement that provides greater disclosure of the donors who provide funding for electioneering communications. If this standard had been adhered to, much of the more than $135 million in secret contributions that funded expenditures in the 2010 congressional races would have been disclosed to the public, unquote. Opponents of the measure believe Democrats are taking this legal action to silence their criticisms of President Obama and the Democratic Party. But according to one of the attorneys on the lawsuit, Donald Simon, this is not the case.
What we're asking for in this litigation is certainly not intended to chill anyone's speech, and it's certainly not intended to have any kind of partisan effect. The disclosure would occur on both sides of the ledger. A group supporting Democrats and groups supporting Republicans would both have to disclose the sources of their money.
Simon further argued that disclosure has a firm history in U.S. politics.
The Supreme Court has long recognized over a period of literally decades that disclosure plays a healthy part in the political process, that it provides important information to the public to know the sources of the money that's being used to try to influence their votes.
The FEC would not comment on the lawsuit, but opponents maintain that it is an attempt to improve Democrats' chances in the next election, as the last election cycle was a big win for Republicans, who received a larger amount of anonymous political donations than their Democratic counterparts.
The suit is the latest action in a series of measures that have taken place since the controversial Citizens United ruling early last year, illustrating the opposition toward hidden campaign contributions and what they may mean for the future of American politics. Marjanasi, Press TV, Washington.